wonderful passages of play in amongst a lot of stoppages, ball-ups, boundary throw-ins, as we said. But if this game opens it's going to be very, very entertaining. So it's Gin and Daly again. Gin once again gets it forward, but Chesterman punches it back in Werribee's favour. Jervis grabs that and is immediately locked up another one. This time Daly very cleverly into the path of Culliver, but Jervis pushes him out of the way, gets it to Clifton, and Clifton kicks down towards true centre half forward, jostling for a position. Now it's gone over the back of the pack. Bannockburn's, I think it was Osborne who was dragged down immediately, and he cannot get away. The umpire said, we will have a ball up at centre half back. Daly once again gets over the back of the pack, but coming through very quickly for Bannockburn and is immediately trapped is Lear. He's not going anywhere. Oh, the umpire said that's holding the pill. I can't believe that either. So
couple of strong tackles.
Donnan gets the ball way across the other side of the ground, kick back into the middle. That's favouring Bannockburn over the back with a punch. They get it forward again. It's Osborne who's wrapped up. The umpire is wanting to blow the whistle, finally does and says, I'll have it. I'll have a ball up. It's about 60 metres out from the Bannockburn goal. They're in attack, 2 points behind according to us. The internet has 3. We'll wait for that to be sorted out. It's a quick little hand pass back into the path, but it's Daly who gets it to Crennan. Crennan, quick hand pass to his good mate Chesterman, kicks it down, but Clifton comes across and takes a mark for Bannockburn. His delightful foot passing again gets it across to Lear in the middle of the ground. Lear kicks into true centre half forward, goes over the pack. Mayborn was waiting, but it's Culliver who takes an easy chest mark behind him to relieve for Werribee. He's got a target out on centre wing, and it's a very, very good one. It's McDonald. He takes a chest mark, waiting to look for options further up. They've been very happy to go a long way backwards at times. This time he's found a target, and it's the big fella, Daly, but over his head to Mayborn. He grabs it, plays on immediately, kicks to true centre half forward, and that is a very, very good mark by Robinson for Werribee. Gets it to Donnan. Donnan immediately down further, and he finds a teammate there. Is that, no, it's not Vesti, but kicked forward. Kerr ran underneath it. It was Stevens. And allowed his Bannockburn opponent to take an easy mark. Comes out, now Perkins has it on centre wing for the Tigers. A short kick from Perkins down the line, looking for and finding his teammate Kelly. Yeah, it's Bailey Kelly for Bannockburn. So Kelly now is forced to play on. He kicks hurriedly and the ball lands in the safe arms of Werribee defender. Read that very cool. That's Robinson again. He's done a very good job. He gets it back into the arms of Gilbert. Gilbert to Culliver, who's been very, very busy. Gets it across the ground there to Kilby. Kilby kicks down the line through the hands of a teammate, and again over the boundary line for another throw-in. Centre wing, far side of the ground.
I think one of these sides at some point, if it stays close, has got to take a bit of a risk and come down the middle. Yeah, even if it's just for our sake.
Yeah, it's round and round the outside of the ball. It was a good hit out there by Fletcher Wilson. Killed that ball.
Daly gets a very good tap into the path of Culliver. Crennan. He kicks down the line. Kerr can't hold the mark. Ball comes over the back. Bowden. That's Ryan with his big brother Luke out today. He's wrapped up. The umpire says, I will have that. Inside the centre square. It's almost at the halfway mark. Ruckman lining up again. It's Daly who's starting to impose himself on the game, pulls it out of the ruck, but he's dragged off the ball immediately. Connor Jervis cannot get a handle on a ball there, but he forces it forward to a teammate. That's a lovely kick from Fletcher Wilson, who's back into the game. Gets it to Osborne, and a nice little pass from Osborne. It's into the forward line looking for Elliott, punched away from him. Another boundary throw-in. It's about 20 metres round from the behind post. Bannockburn in attack. They are 2 points in arrears still, and we are now 4 minutes into the Elders Insurance second quarter here at Victoria Park.
He made some ground for Big Black Robinson to spoil that.
Did indeed. Daly again wins the tap out, comes across to Culliver. He's been really, really busy. Gets it to Crennan, who's coming into the game. He kicks long down the line. Linehan Cunningham gets a couple of grabs at it. Can't be.
It is.
It is. He's got him. He was dragged off the ball when he went for a third attempt at the ball. Quick hand pass from him releases Crennan, but Crennan's poor kick always dropped by Bowden. Houlihan was swooping. Kerr tackles really well to keep the ball alive for Werribee. Kicked into the forward pocket there by Houlihan to Vesti. Vesti kicks across the line. Bannockburn do a very good job there, but a quick snap over the shoulder. The goal umpire looks, but it's one behind only. Extends their lead to 3 points.
I'm going to change glasses. I thought that was going through the glasses.
So did I.
It was up there.
Perkins in the back pocket, kicks out and finds his teammate there in Beardsall. First time I've called him this afternoon. So Beardsall in the back pocket for Bannockburn. Battaglia is looking for the ball. He's ignored. Kicks down the line. Maybaum setting himself up. Daly can't hold the ball. That's a very good effort there by Kilby to win the ball. Culliver again. He's dragged off the ball immediately. Battaglia gets good hands. Releases to Jervis. That's an ugly old kick forward, but it's enough to get his team some sort of advantage. But that is great defence again by Robinson, who's almost the best player on the ground at the moment. He gets it to Chesterman. Chesterman across to Vesti. Vesti kicks into the forward pocket looking for Kerr. He gets it on the bounce, tries to and successfully evades a tackle. And that is a beautiful pass to his leading teammate in Patillage. And he'll have a shot for goal. Tightish angle, but he's probably only 25 metres out from goal.
A little bit of composure by him. The last point they got was Vesti. He had plenty of time to do something with it. And in the end, it was the worst kick he could have done. But Saliba didn't actually drop back and lead for him either. But from that distance, he should have at least scored. It was a shocking kick, but that was a good one.
So Patillage now suits his left foot, this forward pocket. He kicks, his teammates are clapping already.
Goal umpire
didn't twitch, and that's 2 fingers salute. And that takes Werribee to 5-5-35. Bannockburn 4-2-26. Elders Insurance first quarter, and we are 6.5 minutes in.
Has he kicked a few this year, Patillage, Rosie?
No, he's mainly been down the half-back flank. So, yeah, he bobs up now and then for a goal, but not many, Grubby.
Because he's kicked a couple of nice ones today.
Yeah, but it's I think our smaller blokes in Crennan and Culliver are sort of starting to dominate the clearances here.
Okay, back in the middle. Paddy Daly against Gin once again. Gin gets it again. He's playing a pretty good game. Goes to Connor Jervis. Funny little kick, but it's an effective one. Goes into the forward line. Now, Bannockburn over towards Battaglia, but in comes, I think it's... that's
Harding.
Harding loses the foot. He comes out to Murdoch. Murdoch to Crennan. Crennan from Werribee Centrals goes to the wing. Vesti's in the van. Can't quite pick it up. No one can pick it up now as the ball's going to roll over the boundary line, and it's going to be a throw-in. They were calling for deliberate, but it's going to be a throw-in, and so it should be. Right on the wing area here, right in front of the commentary box. Boundary umpire, don't worry about where they are, son. Throw it in. And he comes now. Throws it in. Up they go. Big Daly and Gin. Daly gets the tap out, but it's too tall for Vesti. Tries to do his own tunnel ball. Carlton tries to pick it up, can't do it. Pretty scrambly at the moment. Loses sight of the footy. The umpire says, hold the man.
To Harding, yeah.
Harding now. The ball's already over the boundary line. I suppose that doesn't matter, does it? A little short kick that's not 15, and it goes to Perkins. Perkins under pressure puts it up towards the half-forward flank for Bannockburn. Over goes Stevenson. Henderson, Endo's young fellow. I got him mixed up then. No one can pick the ball up. Almost does. Very, very scrambly. Umpire, get in and ball it up. And he says, give it to me, boys. And it'll be a bounce on the half-forward flank in favour of Bannockburn. Those flags down there are going across the ground then once. So up it goes now. Daly and Ruck probably didn't get it. Jervis again. He's starting to come into the game. Jervis, up they go. That's a tunnel free kick. There's absolutely no doubt about that one. He got underneath him, tunnelled him into the air. Gave him no chance at all whatsoever to mark the footy. And now Bannockburn have a chance to get one back.
With Brody Harding.
I think it's Harding again. Yes, it is. Brody Harding. He's been very, very dangerous down there, Harding. He's shown that he can kick a goal. He would have to be about... He's going to kick from about 40. Oh, only about 30, I reckon. Murdoch on the mark. 45-degree angle. Very kickable. In comes Harding. Lines him up. Puts his boot on, and it's an absolute shocker and goes straight through the middle of the points. Unbelievable there. They move to now to 26. Werribee Central's on 35. And what are we on? What scoreboard are we on now, boys?
We're on the Elders Insurance.
On the Elders Insurance. You can't beat Elders Insurance.
You're not a bad commentator when you can see it, Grubby.
It's all right when it's this side, isn't it? Kick it this side, you idiot!
It's Kilby in the back, full back line. Gets it across to, I think that is Robinson in the back pocket for Werribee. A raking left foot pass, and what a ripper it is, and finds Houlihan just short of the centre. He plays on there, kicks down the line, once again heading for the boundary line. Kerr, the back of the pack waiting. He's picked up the crumb eventually, tries to get away but can't, dribbles out of his hands over the boundary line. Half forward flank for Werribee. They lead now by 8 points. And we are 10 minutes into the Elders Insurance second quarter. Kerr looks a likely player. I know he was quite a prominent young player. Has he been out injured for a while, Joel?
First game for the year.
Yeah.
He's doing very well, working himself into the game. Jervis, as Grubby said, has had a lot of the pill in the second half of the first quarter and this second. Wins another possession. But fumble over the boundary line, far side of the ground for another throw in. My goodness gracious, they've spent a lot of time over there.
Well, actually had the glasses on. I don't know if the last one was a fumble. I think it was a hand by Robinson to knock the ball out. And for a big bloke, he's a very good player. He's very quick for a big fella.
He's done very well today. Double-fisted forward there by Daly. Got a second chance. Hand passes into the open spaces. Bannockburn had it for a moment, but once again, Werribee keep forcing the ball forward as they've done. They've pushed it all the way to centre wing now, trying to get away there. That's a quick handball across back into the play, but a great mark there by McDonald. For the Werribee side, wins it back. True centre wing. Far side of the ground, they're setting up something again. Normally they'll be looking for short kick before they head into the forward 50. They've been reluctant to kick long. Another pass, this time looking for Gilbert, who I thought marked, but the umpire didn't. Carlton takes a hand pass off him. A left foot pass into the forward line, punched away. First onto the ball is Kilby again. He breaks a tackle but drops the ball. Culliver picks up the crumb. A left foot pass for him into space and finds the chest of...
that's 50. I think it's 50.
It should be 50, I would have thought. And that is Stevens for the Werribee side. Tyson Stevens, we haven't called him a lot today, but that was a very good lead into space.
He hasn't paid 50.
And a great kick.
No.
The other umpire went to pay it. Oh, that's got to be 50.
You would have thought so. Anyway, he's going to line up 45-degree angle. He'll kick from about 42 metres. It's left the boot. Not very well, and it's been marked in the last line of defence by Perkins. Perkins to Clifton. Clifton tries to get away. He's tackled.
That's holding the ball.
Hand passes nowhere.
But
the umpire said you hand-palled it, son. You're quite all right. It comes out of the back of the pack there and cleared away for Bannockburn by Beardsall. And Robinson again takes a mark for Werribee Centrals. He's been very, very busy. Love the way he kicks the ball too. That one, not so good. It's into the hot spot. Maybaum comes out, releases very clever hand pal. This time across to Rory Harding. He gets around a tackle and kicks long into the forward line, looking for, it's over the back of the pack. It's another Harding who could run onto it, but coming through there, strong defence from Werribee, from Taylor.
It's out on the
that is an awful kick, and the umpire, I think, will adjudicate.
Oh, you can't pay deliberate.
He pays deliberate.
No, it's deliberate. He's paid deliberate. It was a shocking kick. That's ridiculous.
They kicked into the forward line, and Battaglia has the ball. Very close to the point post. He's marked close to the line, but he's got great skills in the modern player. With the practice they do, he'll trot around on his left and should have little trouble kicking this for a player of his ability. And that is exactly what he's missed it. It must have gone over the top of the goalpost. The umpire was quick on it. Calls a one behind. So it's 28 plays 35. Coming up to the 14-minute mark of the Elders Insurance second quarter.
What you got to do with that deliberate is use some common sense. Every man and his dog knows what a deliberate is. If they go for the boundary line, you can see that. When he does a terrible kick, it's not deliberate.
His teammate was leading to the ball. It wasn't as if he... it seems silly. Kilby brings the ball back into play, gets it to Donnan. He kicks down the line into a pack, punched away by Bannockburn. Gin picks up a crumb. He tries to get away. The umpire says, has it gone out of bounds? Yes, it has gone out of bounds. I thought Gin might have actually thrown that then. A few Werribee players thought that he did. The umpire said, all okay. So it's Maybaum and Daly. Daly gets it down to Carlton, who's been very good again today. He is tackled. The umpire will ping him for that.
He got a handball, like the other bloke.
He had it a while, but did the right thing and handballed it. Down the other end, slightly different view of things. Kicked into the middle of the ground. Maybaum has it. He swings around onto his right, stabs a pass into the pocket, but that's gone over the back of the pack. And Robinson again, quickly onto the left foot, and he finds Vesti, half-back flank. Long hand pass from Vesti to Culliver. Culliver's left foot pass misses the target, but Bannockburn defender overruns it there temporarily. Maybaum picks up, hand passes over the back of the pack, comes out again, and I think that's Phillips. That's a funny-looking handball to, it's a great intercept. That's very, very well done there by
Taylor.
Werribee's Taylor. Tries to break free, but it's Bowden who holds things up for Bannockburn, forces a ball up. It's right in front of our commentary position, about 60 metres out from the Werribee goal. Daly again grabs it out of the ruck. The umpire says, I'm not sure what he says.
Try again.
Give it back to me.
Yeah.
So he throws it up again. Daly again, and Maybaum. Daly gets it down, coming through. Oh, that was a whack across the shoulder.
Made sure he's seen it too, didn't he?
Tyson Stevens for...
he waited too long.
He has waited too long. Vesti kicks it off the ground into the forward line. That has been taken by Kilby, is it? He's been thrown into the ground, but the umpire said...
It's actually Saliba who
Saliba.
got pushed right in the middle of the back and he's got hold of the ball. As you called it.
Yes.
Jeez.
Very, very odd there. Waiting to come out of defence. That is... who is that? Number 6. He's not on the list here.
For who?
Bannockburn. Salah,
is it?
Stevens has got it now on the wing. He's kicked directly inside 50, not quite. Cut off there by Houlihan, has gone out wider to Carlton. Kerr into Saliba, who's snapped it across the body and through for a point.
One behind only. So the ball will come back in. It's Bowden who has it.
Which side's he coming? Here you go.
He's gone straight down the middle, underneath it. Kicks long, punched away. Werribee over the back of the pack. Donnan goes further back to Crennan. Crennan chips the ball into the middle of the ground, looking for and finding Vesti, who's been a very, very good player for them. He finds a lead, and it is the big fella Gilbert who comes out and takes a mark. He might only be a would-be ruckman, but let's see what he's like as a goal-kicking forward, because that was a strong mark under a fair bit of pressure.
Well, guess what? He's a would-be forward too.
40 metres out on a slight angle.
He came last year to Werribee Centrals as a full-back, and that's where he's played nearly all of his footy.
He's a
So
big man.
it's Gilbert now. It wasn't the most deliberate approach. The goal umpire moves across. He sort of kicked it like a fullback too, actually.
See what I mean when they dominate for a little while and kick points? They kick goals, they win games.
Clifton again for the Bannockburn side has the ball. That's another neat little pass up the middle of the ground, looking for and finding Henderson. He rarely wastes a kick. Does Clifton. Quick hand pass to Jervis. Jervis has bumped as he kicked the ball, and the umpire said that will be downfield. And that free kick will be taken by, it will be
Daly? No,
Bailey Kelly. So it's Kelly who has the ball directly in front. He'll kick from right on the 50-metre line. We reckon he might be kicking into a slight breeze based on the way the ball's travelled on occasion through the air. So Kelly goes whop from a long way out. It is very long. It is a magnificent kick. And that is a goal, and that is one that might receive the ire of Richard Casons for a downfield kick that looked a little bit soft, but it takes it 34 now, plays 37. Werribee still in front, and we are 20 minutes into the Elders Insurance second quarter. Joel, I'll leave that to you. Grubby's nonplussed.
Yeah, I think for the dominance we've had around the ball, we obviously wasted a few opportunities. They go down the other end, as Grubby still hasn't put his headphones back on yet. He's still disgusted.
Temporarily retired.
A bit lucky, but he's made the most of the opportunity with a great long kick.
Yeah, so the downfield was paid to Jervis, who was hit by Crenna. I don't know about it, but anyway. In the middle, we've got Daly.
That was Gilbert, who looked very much like a ruckman then.
So it's Gilbert and Maybaum in the middle. The umpire's got it back and he's going to go up again. See if we can get it out of the centre from here. Gilbert's got the tap out to Crennan, who's been balled up straight away, and he's holding it in, and we're going to go up again. So third time's a charm. He's got a tap out. It's gone to Vesti, who's got the wide handball out to McDonald. Another handball out here to Taylor, who's just been corralled. Got another handball off to McDonald, who's, I believe, has been taken. Okay.
I know.
They've played holding the ball there against McDonald. I believe Osborne here's got a kick into Fletcher Wilson, who's gone the handball again back to Osborne, who just overran it this time. Where we've got the handball forward to Crennan, who's another turnover back into Bannockburn's hands of Clifton. And looks like we are going to have another ball up here on the wing, about 65 out from the Werribee goal. Up we go again with Gilbert and Maybaum.
He's pushed him in.
Maybaum's got the small kick forward, but forward nonetheless. McDonald's picked it up now and he's gone inside and is fallen just short of the...
It's all right. It's come out to Harding to Jervis. Jervis kicks along down into the forward line. Coming through is Kelly. Evades a couple of tackles, kicks across the body, but just offline, one behind. No, it's gone out of bounds according to the goal umpire, right across the face of goal. So they'll have a throw in only 1 metre from the behind post.
That'll be better for Bannockburn, I think. They held it in there. They'd rather that than a point, I reckon, at this stage.
Yeah,
3 points of difference. 21 minutes now into the Elders Insurance second quarter. We'll have this throw in. Werribee defence on high alert at the moment. Ball comes in. Gilbert double hands it down to Culliver, who's done a very good job this afternoon. He's tackled immediately. The umpire said high, and he'll receive a free kick and be able to relieve some pressure. He hand passes quickly to Crennan. Crennan, long kick down the line, looking for Padillage, knocked away from him. That's a very quick hand pass across and releases Vesti. He's away now with a bounce, running down centre wing. A long kick into the forward line. He'll be looking for Kerr. Kerr got front position. Can't hold the ball, but he does pick up the crumb. Hand passes very quickly to Chesterman. Chesterman across to Linehan Cunningham, but before he can get to it, safety first, and it's punched over the boundary line by Darcy Giddings.
There was a Perkins put on a block there with his eyes on the footy, which you're allowed to do. As soon as you take your eyes off, that's an illegal block. But that was a legal block, so Linehan Cunningham couldn't quite get to the contest. So for a young fella, a real good head on his shoulders, Perkins.
It was a nice kick to set Linehan Cunningham up. He could have had a leap at it, but that bit of play cut off that leap.
He blocked him legally.
Yep. So we've got a boundary throw in quickly to the other end of the ground. It's now Bannockburn's defence who's under some pressure. Linehan Cunningham won the tap out, went forward, but a couple of kicks into ankles. The ball is bobbled around. Another one comes out and lands on the chest of Culliver, about 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. It's a quick, panicky defensive kick, but Werribee had set up the wall, and Culliver is going to take advantage of the opportunity. He sees a short option, and he kicks it forward, and I think that's Porter, is it?
Donnan.
No, it's Donnan who's snuck forward from the half-back flank.
I hope he don't kick it like he did out here, out of bounds on the full.
We'll see what he's like as an attacking kicker.
When there's so many players in a pack like that, and most of them are Bannockburn, you really worry for them, because where are all the Werribee players? Where the ball went.
So Donnan now kicks, and that is a beautiful kick.
It is a beautiful
It has cleared the pack and gone through for goal and extends the Centurions' lead to 10 points. It's 5-4-34. Werribee are 6-7-43. 23 and a half minutes, Elders Insurance, second quarter.
I say that'd be his first goal for the year. Doesn't get down the forward line too often.
Well, in league footy, they all run to him, don't they? And
yeah. Well, if you don't kick goals off the half-back flank these days, you're not going too well.
Well, he was a very, very good junior player and played at Central. He's come back and still probably fitness. But Paddy Daly back in the centre.
Yes, he is indeed, and that'll make a difference. He's up against Maybaum. Jin's been out of the ruck for a little while now, so Daly should be able to win this effect. He got it down to Culliver, but he was moving that fast. He overrun the ball. It's Clifton now, who slaps it on the boot very, very quickly, gets it forward, And that is a very good mark
timid
there.
effort there. Very timid effort.
Comes out the back to Maybaum. He has a long shot for goal, but it's across the face a little bit. 1 point only. That'll lead back to 9 points now. It'll be 8 points, I think. Culliver, who's been very, very busy all over the ground today, kicks out from fullback into the pocket to Vesti, follows up, takes the handball, kicks a long drop punt down the centre wing, looking for Linehan. Cunningham can't hold the ball, comes out the back of the pack. It's Patillage, slaps it on the left boot, drives it forward, looking for Gilbert over the back of the pack, coming out there to relieve pressure for the Bannockburn side. There is Elliott. No, it's Salah, sorry. Comes across to Perkins. He kicks down the line. Oh, that's a very good leap by Porter there. Kicks over the back of the pack, but goes forward. Bannockburn intercept there. Jervis takes a handball for Bannockburn, drives it forward. Plenty of Werribee players there if they can get to the bounce first, and it's Vesti. He hand passes to Robinson, kicks back, but that's poorly directed right into the path of Maybaum. He kicks forward. Batalia's got it. Soft kick for him into the forward line to the leading Osborne, I think it is. And he's got a mark. No, it's not. It's Kelly, who's kicked the goal this quarter. Has been very, very active. Not much output from him in the first quarter, but he's had a lot of touches this quarter and have his second shot at goal. Be a much needed one for Bannockburn. They're currently 8 points in arrears, 26 minutes into the Elders Insurance second quarter. So it's Kelly now. Kicks, and it was right when it started, and that's where it stayed. One behind only. So it's 36 plays 43. 26 minutes into the second quarter. So, Robinson now for Werribee. Kicks it across to Donnan. His hand pass to the very busy Culliver. Tries to get around a man. Gets the staggers. Loses possession of the ball. Jeez. Picked up quickly by Bannockburn's Harding. He kicks into the hot spot. Over the back, trying to punch away as Robinson, but all he does is get into the path of Gin, who picks it up, dribbles it through for a goal, and that gets the Tigers back within striking distance there. 7-6 now. 6-6. 42, Werribee 6-7, 43. As the half-time siren blows, Tyler, give us some goal kickers as we go into the long break.
Before you do, yes, the mistake there was Robinson had that covered, but Blake Taylor, no need to go up, went up, left a man on the ground on his own. You can't do that. Robinson had it covered. You've got to use your brains.
So going into half-time, your goal kickers for Werribee, Patillage with 2, Vesti with 2, Donnan with 1, and Chesterman with 1. For Bannockburn, we've got Fletcher Wilson with 2, Elliott with 1, Gin with 1, Kelly with 1, and Osborne with 1. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.